I think you have to start with Cat. Did I think he played a good game? No. Was he at times bad? Yes. Did Mike Brown do a great job of making life easier for him? No, he did not. When they traded for Karl-Anthony Towns and then brought in Mike Brown, the theory behind that to me was like, you now have a center and a coach that should be a very complementary pairing in the sense that Mike Brown came from Sacramento. He had a big in Domantas Sabonis that he played small ball five with a lot and utilized his skill set, I think, very well. And part of that was allowing him space to operate in the middle of the floor. To me, your offense is Karl-Anthony Towns post-ups against Kyle Kuzma. Something has gone wrong. And we could sit here and say, yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns should be able to put Kyle Kuzma in the basket like prime Shaquille O'Neal. And I hear that argument. We know that that is not how Karl-Anthony Towns, A, wants to play, and B, can consistently be effective in playing that style. Why not give Karl-Anthony Towns an opportunity with a true 5-out look and let him have the space that you afforded Domantas Sabonis in your time in Sacramento? Why did you pair him, to harken back even to last season and what we saw when the offense got very stodgy and stale? Why did you pair him so much tonight with Josh Hart, who, listen, I might be at the mountaintop of Josh Hart defenders, but right now the player that we're getting is just very, very flawed. He has no confidence that he can shoot the ball effectively. You're not getting the other offensive intangibles as a passer or a transition spark plug. As we saw last year, the center guarded Josh Hart when he was on the floor. So when you have Kuzma guarding Towns and you want to send help, you have opportunities to do so because you are not worried about Josh Hart beating you from the 3-point line. Mike Brown, in terms of playbook, in terms of play calling, and then also the rotation and the pairing with Hart and Towns was a big factor tonight. I don't think you can consistently expect Karl-Anthony Towns to be a really true co-star number 2 option if that is the sort of offense that you're expecting him to be good at. And that is one sense a critique of Karl-Anthony Towns, but also a critique of the head coach who still, to his credit, is trying to figure out how to generate offense, especially when Jalen Brunson is not on the floor. There was a lot of things wrong with how Karl-Anthony Towns played. I just don't think it was all on him. And I think the coach needs to look himself in the mirror and say, am I at this juncture putting my second best player in the best opportunities to be his best?